Hey guys, so several months ago, it was probably early last semester, I posted a what's in my backpack video and that became surprisingly popular. I think it has well over 1,000 views now, so thanks for that. And I thought that I would go ahead and do an update to that. My backpack hasn't changed a whole lot, but it has changed a little bit. So let's get started. So, same backpack. I have gone through the effort of waterproofing it. I went to, well, there were a couple days last semester when it just rained all day, and despite having an umbrella, my stuff would still get wet to the point where even through my backpack and through my laptop case, my laptop was a little bit wet. So I feel like I needed, another layer of protection in there. So I went through the effort of waterproofing my backpack. I went to Dick's and got shoe waterproofer. I'm not sure exactly what it's made out of, but it's aerosol. It's in a can. You spray it, and I sprayed this thing inside and out. And I did one coat inside and out. I let it sit for probably 20 or 30 minutes. Took it outside so it would dry faster. Did another coat inside and out. And I think I did that at least 3 times, if not 4. Ironically, I haven't been caught in the rain yet since I've done that, but I imagine it's still pretty effective. I know that kind of stuff wears out a little bit over time, but it's not like my backpack gets roughed up a whole lot, so I imagine it's still pretty good as far as waterproofing goes. So something that definitely was not in my backpack last semester is a calculator. This is only for my engineering physics 2 class. This is a Casio FX991EX. Specifically bought this one because it does series and it does integration and differentiation. Integration comes up from time to time in physics, as well as derivatives from time to time, and I like that it has like a thing that's called like textbook view, so it's just a little bit high resolution screen. It looks a little bit nicer. But this was $19 at Target, so not expensive by any means. Not everyone needs a Texas Instruments, TI-84 that costs $100. No. Still got my 2 favorite pens. Those definitely aren't going anywhere. I usually leave those in my backpack, and then I have identical ones that I leave in my desk, so I'm not taking them out. I still carry around pencils and a fat eraser, but I don't use these at all, save for Scantrons. I do all of my math homework, all of my note-taking in pen. And now I have this poor thing that I have to lug around. It's an iClicker. I'm sure if you've been in a college course, you're familiar with what this is. Still have my highlighter and my chapstick. They get very little use. Still got my flash drive. Haven't used it once yet, but it's nice to have. Oh, while I am thinking about it, in my outside backpack, I've been trying really hard to get away from soda and energy drinks and stuff. So I've started drinking a lot more tea, and now I carry around tea bags, so 3 or 4 different kinds in there. And I also have a little bag of sugar because I can't drink just straight tea. It's too bitter and it dries my mouth out, and I don't know. That's helped out a lot. I've been drinking that a lot more, and it really helps to have something to substitute. It's a lot easier to cut something out when you're replacing it with something else that's almost as satisfying, as opposed to just going cold turkey. And I have a planner that I've tried to make the point of using more often, so I have all of my tests as well as all of my exams, holidays, things that I need to do, especially now that I'm transferring to USF and I got accepted. There's a bunch of stuff I have to do for that, VA paperwork, sign up for orientation, everything else. So I keep track of all that through this. I'll leave that out. This semester I'm taking an Intro to Logic class just for a gen ed class I had to get out of the way. It sounded interesting. Unfortunately, I have to carry that textbook around every day. I have a very thin 5-star folder. I don't even use the prongs in the middle. I just use it for the pockets, and this is my math homework for both my math classes. So sometimes my math teacher checks homework, sometimes she doesn't. I do all of it anyhow, so I don't have to worry about that, but I do have to make sure I take it to class, otherwise it doesn't matter whether or not I did it. And I have it organized chronologically, so I can just go to the back and immediately find the most recent one. I have them all stapled too, because most if not all of these are multiple pages. I have my math reference textbook, so I've mentioned this in various forms and in several other videos, but basically I have study guides, more or less, what I call reference sheets, for every math class I've ever taken. Well, not every one of them. I have them for Calc 1 and 2, which I've already taken, then I have them for linear algebra and Calc 3, which I'm currently in. And I also keep some extra loose leaf paper in here. And then I have another 5 subject, I guess it's just a Mead 5-star folder. It's pretty hefty. I have, this time around, I have all of my dividers labeled. I don't know if you can see that. Got calculus, I left 2 sections for that. And linear algebra, left 2 sections for that. And then the last one is my physics. I just left 1 section for that. And this is all of my note taking. That's something I've tried to get a little bit better about as well. So every time I start a new day, I put the date at the top, and then next to the date I usually write the homework that I have for that class for that day. So I can flip to any page and figure out exactly what was taught on that day. And lastly, I have, if I can get them, syllabi, just like last time. All hard copies are the ones that I have hard copy of. Some of them are digital. One of them is digital only. And my Scantrons. Again, I probably will never use the syllabi, but it's nice to have. And the Scantrons I'll use eventually. But unfortunately I won't be able to take those. Whatever, they're cheap. And that's it. So I'm not taking my computer to class anymore. None of my classes need it. In fact, 2 of my classes one of them kind of prohibits technology and the other one definitely prohibits it. He's threatened several times already to kick people out for being on the internet, even if it's on their phone or laptop, tablet, whatever. So I don't take my computer anymore. So unfortunately, since I have to take this, my backpack still weighs the same. It didn't get any lighter. But now I don't have to worry as much about my stuff getting wet, relatively speaking. I mean, if I lost all my math notes, that would be disastrous, but it wouldn't be $1,200 disastrous, you know. But that's it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.